This is Ian. I wanted to show you guys the heel toe technique I've been working on for the past couple of years. I usually start out around 60 BPM. The point of this exercise, starting out slow, is to get your shins nice and strong, the same strength as your calves, so that they can not only come down with the force of your toe going down, but that your shin can pull your foot up and out of the way and push your heel down into the bottom of the pedal, at the base of the pedal, as fast as possible. So I'm starting out at 60. Quarter notes. Keep doing that until the pain stops. When the pain stops, move on to eighth notes. You want them to be dead on accurate. If you try to speed it up at this point, you're going to get shin splints and your feet are not going to be accurate. If you do this until it stops hurting, that's when you know you can move on. If not, you're just going to hurt yourself, and then it's kind of pointless, and you've ruined your exercise. So, 16th notes. 1, 2, 3, there you go. I'm not going to bore you by going through all the tempos, but what I'll do is, when it stops hurting, after I've gone through quarters, eighths, and 16ths, then I'll bump it up by 10, so then I'll go to 70. And then when that stops hurting after 1 or 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks if that's what it takes, bump it up to 80. By this time, you're going to start noticing that you're having a little bit of efficiency. That's great, but still don't push the tempo by playing as fast as you can. When you can start pushing it, when you start getting the efficiency, is when you get to about 140. That's what worked for me. 130 and 140 was my push speed. You're going to have extreme stamina. Now this may take you a couple months to be able to build up, but you want to keep doing it because you're trying to get your shins and your calves to be of equal strength. So around here, do quarters, eighths, 16ths, and you do all of those in that order until each one of them stops hurting. When 140 stops hurting, then you're able to move on. A pattern that really worked for me when you start getting these faster ones, because you start building up a lot of lactic acid in your shins and it hurts like the dickens, is only to do it in a short burst. I'll do like a count of 1E and a 2E and a 3. Those little breaks really help to break it up and let your calves relax. Sometimes I'll do toe stretching, where I'll stretch my toe like this and try to get my shins to elongate. I'll do it with my other foot. Stretch it out. And then once that stops hurting, then I try to play it for longer periods of time. After I can play it for very, very long periods of time, then I bump it up to 150. And do the same thing. You might not have to do quarters at this point. You could just work on playing the 16ths, but always start out with very, very, very quiet 16ths. Don't go out guns blazing, because again, you're going to ruin your muscles and then it waste your time because you won't be able to play anymore. So, very, very, very quiet. That is the goal when you're playing faster and doing your warm-ups. Once those are nice and smooth, keeping it quiet, elongate the time that you play. And then see how long you can go sometimes. As soon as that stops hurting anyway. So after you can show yourself that around 140 to 150 that you can push it for very, very long periods of time, then you might wonder to yourself, can I play it faster? The answer is probably yes. But again, if you don't do the 20-minute warm-up before you do the actual playing, you're going to injure yourself, and then you won't be able to do the exercise. because your shin muscles are going to start to cramp up, so it's kind of pointless. So anyways, after 3 months of playing it at 150, I put it at 180, and to my surprise, 1, 2, ready to go. It's like magic. I can even have a conversation while I do this. And then when I put it at 150, I was surprised I could put it up to 200. But only after I did the 20-minute warm-up after getting to the 150s. So I mean, I can do this all day long. It all has to do with stamina, not with strength and power. You can play quietly, and then the sound guy can always just turn up the volume. As you do it at the higher rates of speed for a long period of time, your volume is going to go up naturally. So don't try to push it and try to be the rock star we all know you are from the get-go. But try building up your high speed first at the quietest level that you can possibly get it using heel toes. And then slowly build up the volume as you've gone through your warm-up and then start playing. I hope you enjoyed. Have a good day.